Welcome back, everyone, to another video. It's been a minute, and by that I mean I recorded this footage probably like 3 weeks ago, so I forget what I'm getting myself into, other than it's Pacific Rim, and it's from a Chinese company. How delightful! There's my finger. Anyway, yes, this is Pacific Rim. They have these model kits that I heard about from a studio called Empire Sky Studio. We'll see it in a second. I completely forget, but you know me, one of my most popular videos on the channel is my Pacific Rim collection. I'm a huge Pacific Rim fan. Merch, not a whole lot these days, unfortunately. But when I can get my hands on some stuff, I definitely will. And here, this model kit, I love model kits. I love Gunpla. So they had this. This was a sign from God to pick it up, in which I did. But it didn't come cheap, so I don't know why God sent it to me. He knows I have more important things to buy, but for what, whatever. Starting with the box, that's Pacific Rim, all right. The first one, the only one, the good one. Pacific Rim, the black's not bad. Empire Sky Studio, there's a logo, okay. Because it's some helicopters, there's some words. If I could read Chinese, I would, but I can't, so we're just going to keep it moving. There's the top of the box, Pacific Rim. Yes, oh, I don't know what I was doing there. There's a CGI image for some reason. There's the real figures, how they look, sort of a little done up, the goods. And then the back shows you some nice images of the products. Spoiler alert, they actually do, it's not like, if you ever seen like Gunpla images like on the box, they look much more detailed than they do once you finish building them in real life. And unlike that, these images actually reflect the final product pretty well, if you ask me. And it shows you don't need tools, you don't need glue, you don't need paint, nor do you need a driver's license to make these figures. But for the love of God, please be 16 at least. Up first, Crimson Typhoon. Let me just put this out. This is part 1 video, okay? Because this video took, the final footage, I now realize is like very long. But we're going to split up into 2, so we're looking at 3 Jaegers today. Crimson Typhoon is the first one. I mean 2 Jaegers, I think, right? Yeah, 2 Jaegers. Look at the detail. Very, very nice. Very close to the one Chinese company that does like the 7-inch action figures, if you ask me. These are very nice, very detailed, very polite as well. They will talk to you in the middle of the night, and we'll get into that in a second. I'm not lying. Yes, I am. But because of alternate hands, I went with the cool blade hands from the, I forget what the little special move they call, but I prefer that because it looks really nice. It's not nice. It's violent. It looks violent. I like that. All right? We need a little bit of that in our lives. A little bit of violence is okay. It's like sprinkles. You don't want to put too much, but just a little bit is right. Let's do some poses. This one right here, again, doing like the claw, thunder strike, whatever the hell it's called in the movie. Again, I do really appreciate the added options because I don't have a Crimson Typhoon figure that has the spinning saw blades for hands. It's every other one is pretty much the default set. So I definitely wanted these, and it's just a fun option. And by the way, you can see here the figures come with stands. That's right, they come with like how nice of them. How nice of them, because you can have some fun with these poses, which we'll see in a second. Then we have another kind of just action shot off to the side. Again, awesome details. If you haven't noticed too, there is a light in there. Like each figure has some batteries. I will admit I don't like the way they do these batteries. It's very similar to the other Pacific Rim action figures that have come out from that one company that I can't pronounce. I'm sorry, or I just can't remember. But you put it in, and like the light is like almost always on. Now technically with these figures you can tap it and it turns off, but like it's so sensitive that it might as well just stay on the whole time. And some of these by now have already started to die, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to change them because they're deep within the figure. So there's one little gripe there. I just don't like batteries in figures. I would prefer like a yellow or some kind of vibrant orange piece instead of the light up parts for the glowy. I don't. What the fuck am I saying? Then we have him on the ground dead because spoiler, he dies in the movie, unfortunately. But again, it's just a good amount of posability in this little figure, and to feel a bit more sturdy than your typical Gunpla. Not completely, not like a full, like I wouldn't throw this at like a semi-truck, but you can have some fun with this, all right? Take it to the bathtub. Might degrade over time, and your wife might look at you and say, what the hell are you doing? I want a divorce. But you might still have a really good bubble bath. before we move on to the next Jaeger, here's the manuals. Let's take a look at them. At least 2 or 3 of them. Can I count? For fuck's sake, it's 3 right in front of me. Anyway, so very cool. Lots of pictures, because if you can't read, you're going to struggle. Well, actually, no. I take that back. There is no reading. We're okay. We're in. But it's just pictures like Gunpla. Very simple build. It's not as intricate, but still easy to follow. Here's Gypsy Dangers. There's more accessories. Like here's the helicopters that I did not put together, and they used like twisty ties similar to Titanic Creations with their airplanes. I said twisty ties in the last shot. I meant like bendy wire. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Just kidding. I'm smart. You know, we all goof up sometimes though, and that's all right. You're smart too. You watching this right now. You sometimes, though, probably goof up. You probably forgot to flush. You should probably go check. Anyway, we're looking at Gypsy Danger. Yes, because of the blade, like every single Gypsy Danger figure should. And I have one of the blades on. This is the second one. I took it off to have some diversity. You also have the unchained version, or like the loose version, the soft version, if you will. Comes with alternate hands, open hands. If you want him to slap, it has a cannon. Cannon's a little dull. I would have liked them to add some kind of like effect in there, some kind of blue effect. He comes with these really generic robot hands, and I say generic because you'll see in this part 2, please stay tuned for that next week, where Striker Eureka comes with these too. They look exactly the same. They're very generic. It seems like it's the company's own version of opening hands. Let's get serious. Time to get posable. Up first, running Gypsy Danger. Watch out. He's coming for you. Was that clever? Anyway, yeah. We get very nice stand. I can't be more thankful, because it's like action figure stands, or when action figures come with stands, it's like one of my favorite things. You know, if not, normally I'm so used to having to buy like the packs you get on Amazon, but when they come with some sort of stands, it's just so like it's one of the best accessories you can provide for an action figure, because it allows you to do so much with it. Why am I crying? Here he is, jumping down, getting ready to slice your phone in half, or your monitor, or your TV, or your microwave, or your refrigerator. And then a little action pose again. You can see the light on him. And again, this one is probably dead by the time you're watching this video. But it is what it is. Still, when the light is on, I do have to admit, it looks kind of cool, I guess. So, yeah. Awesome looking figure. Very shiny. Love the details on it, if I haven't said it already, for Gypsy Danger. Just a very, very awesome figure. They did a great job. Alright, like I said, this is only part 1. Spoiler alert, they get a thumbs up. But stay tuned for next week, where I talk about Striker and Cherno Alpha. Cherno Alpha? Jessica Alba? What am I saying? What am I saying? Yeah, stay tuned for next week for part 2. Striker Eureka is one of my favorite Jaegers, so can't wait for you guys to hear about that. But I will say, if you can find this set, pick it up. Highly recommend it. Let's support Pacific Rim merch, especially Pacific Rim 1, because awesome figures can come out of this. So very happy to have these. And stay tuned for next week for size comparison as well, because little hint, they're actually pretty good size compared to some other figures out there. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time.